A couple of days ago, I uploaded an invitation farming strategy with these four scarabs. If anyone's not seen it, I'll link it in the description below. But what it does is it farms tier 17 Elder Shaper Conqueror maps in abundance, and it also farms these synthesized maps in abundance, which makes the Forgotten Invitation the most easily available it's ever been to do and the cheapest it's ever been to do. You can buy these for around, 9 chaos in bulk. It's around 35 to 40 chaos per invitation, but not only that, the loot table from these maps have been reworked, and this is actually the way you drop the Cortex maps. Granted, the Cortex isn't as expensive as it used to be, it's around 50 chaos these days, but it is a fairly high drop rate, so it's a fairly good stream of currency. The plan is simple. You rush the boss, you kill the boss. None of the bosses have phasing, so you can, insta kill it if you have enough DPS. It took me a couple of seconds. Then you do the invitation and you restart. So what loot do you make? You make hundreds of these rings. They're probably never going to be worth anything. You see, I've got them in a one divine buyout tab. I've not been whispered for any of them. Really, it depends on the implicits you get combined with what, mods you identify, and it's going to be way too rare to actually get a good one to bank on it. So these are all worth 0 chaos each to me. Maybe I'll get a couple of whispers later on, but 0 chaos each. You also get hundreds of synthesized and fractured bases. I only got 2 worth selling. These boots, which are worth around 4 divines, and this jewel, which is worth around 50 divines because of int stacking. But I won't be counting these. The main 3 things that you're going to be banking on here is Cortex, Maven Ritz, and Orb of Conflict. These orbs go for around a divine each in bulk. Maven Ritz go for around 100 chaos in bulk, a bit more probably. They're kind of trending upwards. They were 80 chaos yesterday on the trade site. They're 90 now. You can probably get more than 100, maybe 110 chaos in bulk. I think I calculated it at 105. Cortexes, they've been bouncing between 45 and 50 chaos. I'm valuing them at 50 chaos in bulk. So what was the money made? Here's the results. 108 Cortex, 54 Maven Ritz, 19 Orb of Conflict, 13 Awakened Gems. At a baseline, they're around 25 chaos each, no matter which one you dropped. So that's what I'm calculating them at. I didn't get any lucky drops, and even if I did, I would exclude it and just count it as a 25 chaos awakened gem. And then miscellaneous, Shaper, Elder, Conqueror maps, and some chaos and unmaking orbs. It adds up to 108 divines. This is all the loot that I'm not counting because of either RNG or the fact that it's usually not worth anything. So 108 divines. It took around 4 minutes per invitation, 400 minutes to run, 6 hours and 40 minutes, which is around 16 divines an hour, which is 12 divines an hour profit minus the investment. So do I think this is worth running? If you've got a bossing build that has decent movement speed and you can hit these out in under 5 minutes per full invitation, then 100%, mainly because the money made, it mainly comes from free items which will sell extremely easily. I've sold all 3 of these things before this league. I've bought a bunch of Cortexes. You will get rid of these in minutes if you price them correctly. Not only that, you have a high chance, well, not high chance, but you have a good chance to get a massive multi-divine synthesized base, fractured base. So there's that lucky factor that other invitations, except from like the feared, mainly don't have. I also don't think the price of these maps are going to shoot up anytime soon, mainly because the other strategy that farms these maps is so popular, and invitation farming, the Forgotten, probably is never going to eclipse that popularity of the other strategy. So there's always going to be more of these maps than people who want to buy it. I'll end this video with a quick example invitation run, and this results doc will be in the description below.
I owe you my renewed existence, but that debt only extends so far. cannot allow you to impede the course. I will send them.
I've never seen anything.
You and I were allies once, even friends.
I've never seen anything like this. Defeat.
If I must destroy you before uniting mankind, I will repay.
I've never seen anything like this.
Godslayer.
At least die with some flair. Struggle, struggle. Handle this. Another challenger. Be healed and fight on. Oh, a glorious